Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 40 of the False Prophets podcast. And spring is finally here. It's warm outside, it's beautiful, and it's just in time for nuclear war. Oh my gosh, this stuff is crazy. You know, this Kim Jong-un guy, for a guy who looks like the world's tallest baby, he really does have some balls on him. You know, I don't know if it's maybe just a seasonal thing. Like I said, you know, the springtime is here. I don't know if that's it's like a rule. It's almost like kind of like a fashion rule in the same way that there's no white after Labor Day. You know, there's no nuclear ballistics missiles until April. You know, I don't know what he's thinking, but this guy is crazy. If you guys haven't heard, China just issued a state of emergency sorry, not China, Japan issued a state of emergency in northern Japan. They quickly called it off, I think, after a few hours. But Kim Jong-un has been sparking stuff up there, man. He is, dare I call Kim Jong-un Asian Kanye? This guy is a risk taker. He is a trendsetter. He is the type of guy. He's a disruptor, is what he is. You know, he's a disruptor. He has been throwing ballistics missiles constantly. Right? This isn't the only time this guy's been doing this stuff. He's been shooting off little things, doing exercises forever, you know. And now he's picking on Japan. Now he's throwing paper planes at Japan, you know. And Japan used to be a big bad boss, okay? Until, you know, as Dave Chappelle said, we blasted them into Hello Kitty, you know. They used to be the big bad boss. Now they're on punishment, and it's almost like we're in a classroom, right? And like, you know, the kid that used to cause all the trouble now has to sit in the front of the class. Right? And the kids who are still in the back of the class are throwing paper planes at him. They're throwing spitballs at him, but he can't react. He can't do anything, you know? Everybody's going to look at him all crazy, right? He doesn't want to go back to detention, not again. You know, that's what they're doing to him. I feel bad. I feel bad for Japan. I feel bad for the fucking world. I don't know what's going to happen right now. This shit is fucking wild. You know, I thought Creed 3 was exciting. Okay? I don't know what's going on right now. This shit is crazy, dude. This shit is fucking crazy. You know, that Kim Jong-un, I do want to say shout out to nepotism. You know, it's rare that nepotism actually works where the son actually ends up doing better than his father. You know what I mean? Like, right? I feel like we were all, maybe it's just me, but I feel like we were all skeptical of Kim Jong-un when he first came on the scene. Am I crazy? Am I crazy or am I right? You know, I feel like we were all kind of skeptical of him. We had this vibe of like, because Kim Jong-il was our guy. You know, Kim Jong-il was famous. Oh, this guy, he's badass. All he does is wear these gray suits. You know, he's in Team America. He's the main villain in Team America. This dude, he's the one who really put North Korea on the fucking map. You know, I didn't know really much about North Korea until Kim Jong-il. You know, you're like, this guy is some fucking, he's a different level of fucking motherfucker. You know, it was notorious. You're like, this is the guy, right? You think he's college dropout. You know, he's college dropout. But I gotta say, Kim Jong-un, he's my beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy. You know what I mean? He's this guy. He took tyranny to another level of artistry that is just mwah. Oh, it's beautiful. You know, I thought when he stepped on the scene, he was going to be more like a Colin Hanks type guy, you know, where it's like, he's fun, but he's not his dad, you know, he's not his dad. This guy, he's made a name for himself. I'm proud. I want to say, Kim, if you're watching this, I'm proud of you, buddy. You are causing some fucking trouble out there. Jesus. Who knows what's going to happen with this world, dude? You know, fucking Biden's already out of here. I don't know if you guys heard. I don't know if you saw. Have you seen this? You heard about this? You seen this? This guy, there's a special plane that the U.S. government uses for the president that's pretty much restricted for only if there is, you know, a high possibility of nuclear war. And supposedly that plane was seen flying over Wales. So, you know, that's something tells me that's not a good sign. Right, like Joe Biden's kind of like the guy who, you know, he's that one friend who always comes to the bar but never has any money, you know, and he always leaves before the bill gets there, right? Or there's a bunch of drinks, right? He gets Tecate, so you're not like super suspicious. You're like, whatever, he's just drinking, I'm drinking, you know, we have our tabs, whatever. Little do you know, he has no tab. Okay, little do you know, he's gonna be leaving in about 25 minutes. Okay, but he didn't tell you he's leaving. He just said he's going to the bathroom. But that guy's gone. That guy's gone. And the worst part about Joe Biden too is he has dementia, so he's old as fuck. So he can use that excuse about he doesn't know what he's doing. You know, I can just see it now. They're roasting him at the next fucking press conference. They're like, Mr. Biden, Mr. Biden, you were seen flying over Wales, and he's just gonna be like, Wales? What? Come on, man. Come on, man. Wales? What are we? Yeah, we might be at war with China. You're talking about Flipper here? Come on. Free Willy. Listen, I believe in freedom, but eh, Wales, I was never anywhere. I was never, you never seen me pissing anywhere. And they're like, what? What are you talking about? You're just speaking gibberish. And he's like, all right, I'll see everybody later. And then, he goes over, he goes in the background or whatever, goes behind the stage. They deactivate his retarded president brain. They power him down. And the little elves that are slowly turning gears in his mind get to take a break and have a nice little coffee break. I'm assuming most things in the U.S. government are basically just Men in Black at this point because it's so ridiculous. We're getting to such a ridiculous level of bullshit that it is quite disheartening.